I'd like to welcome everyone to the nightcap of today's doubleheader. For the Indians, we'll have Tate Green in left field, Ashton Madsen second base, Chase Oxenborough on first, Justin Inglet shortstop, Devin Inglet catching, Carson Chugg designated hitter, Trevin Hadley on third base, Braden Hess center field, Emery Thorson in right field, Zeth Grohl on pitching.
KACH.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
West Motor Company.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500. Or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we're about ready to get started here in Game 2 of the doubleheader here this afternoon, as the umpires have had their meeting at home plate and ready to go to work here for Game 2 of the doubleheader. We'll give you the lineups as we go along. The lineups brought to you this afternoon in Game 2 by Stokes Market. True value from produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, plus fish, bakery, and deli items, and now fresh sushi made daily. Stokes Market, True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. So we'll start Game 2 after the Diamondbacks win Game 1 by a score of 11-5.
Jeff Anderson.
Jeff Anderson will lead off. He'll be in third base. Tyler Schill is going to Ironman it, go both games behind home plate. He'll bat second. And Eli Blackhawk will do the pitching today. He'll hit in the third spot. So here's Anderson as we get started here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Seth Grohl on the mound for the Indians, and the first pitch misses down and away, ball one. As we get underway at 6:27 for the second game of the doubleheader. Next pitch from Grohl, hit right back to him as Anderson stumbled getting out of the box. As Grohl throws to first in time, there's one out.
Put out for Anderson.
That'll bring up Tyler Schill.
Tyler Schill now the batter.
Devin Blackhawk will hit fourth in the second game of the doubleheader for Century. He'll be the shortstop. Colin McCurdy, the winning pitcher in the first game, moves to center field. He'll hit fifth. Gavin Flynn is the second baseman. He'll hit sixth. Gabe Gramlett will be at first base, and he'll hit in the seventh spot. First pitch to Schill, over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ben Cook is in left field for the Diamondbacks in the nightcap. He'll hit eighth, and then Austin Earb is the right fielder batting ninth.
Single up the middle for
as Schill lines one back up through the middle into center field, and he has the first
Eli
hit
Blackhawk
here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. That'll bring up Eli Blackhawk. That hit for Schill is his first hit of the game, of the afternoon. So here's Blackhawk. had a 2-run single in the first game. Runner goes, and the first pitch hit in the air to right field. Thorson coming up near the line, makes the catch,
Thorson
and
makes
hustling
the
back to
grab
the
for out
bag
number 1.
is Schill as they throw in behind the
Anderson
runner,
back to first.
and everybody gets back to their spots. So Blackhawk first pitch swinging, flies out. Second out of the inning, and now here is Devin Blackhawk, the shortstop. Devin, who had a pair of hits, was also hit by a pitch and struck out a couple of times. Here in the first inning of game 2, that pitch is high. The throw is equally as high. In fact, it goes off the glove of Green out into center field, backed up by Hess. It's a stolen base.
Second.
As
1 ball, no strikes.
As Schill steals second base. In the count 1-0 on the Deacon Blackhawk. One-0 pitch, misses down low. They'll snap the throw back through again. Too late at second base. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. So Preston suffered the loss in the first game. They fall back to even 500 at 6-6. Century now 4-11 on the year. But they're both teams 1-1 in conference play. As the pitch misses inside, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. See how much of game 2 they get in as it gets started just right around 6:30. As the pitch over for a strike, it's 3-1. Again, they throw back through. And again, not in time at second base. Gets dark about 8:10, 8:15. Overcast skies. You'd think it would get dark a little bit earlier. So maybe they might have 90 minutes of playing time before it just gets too dark to see. We'll have to wait here and see as we go along. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Schill. It is on the corner at the knees for a strike and runs the count full 3-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So Schill back up on top, or Schill with a walking lead, I should say, from second base, as Grohl with the pitch. That's hit toward right field again, and right there is Thorson to put it away,
Thorson
and
makes
the inning
catch
is
for out
over.
number 3.
No runs, a hit,
Century scores no runs
and 1
on
man
1
left.
hit.
We'll move along here to the bottom of the first
Correction,
inning
no
after
hits.
a half inning of game 2. It is Century nothing, and the Preston Indians coming to bat.
KACA.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH.
We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless as the Preston Indians come up for the first time here in game 2 of the doubleheader. As after a half inning,
The battery
The
for Century on the
Diamondbacks got one hit in the top of the first inning, and now here we go, the bottom of the first.
Catching.
The Preston lineup for game 2 looks like this. Tate Green leads off. He's in left field. Ashton Madsen starts at second base in game 2. He'll hit in the 2 spot, and Chase Oxborough is at first base and hits third. Justin Inglet is the shortstop. He'll bat in the 4 spot, and Devin Inglet hits 5th, and he does the catching. Here's the first pitch to Green, and it's inside, ball 1-0. Carson Chug will be the designated hitter. He'll hit in the 6th spot. Traven Hadley is the third baseman. He'll bat 7th. Braden Hess hits 8th. He's in center field as the pitch goes to the backstop, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. And then Emery Thorson, who came in halfway through game 1 in right field and made a couple of great defensive plays, gets the start in right field in the nightcap, and he'll hit in the number 9 spot as the pitch to Green is hit foul back into the catcher's glove, and it's now 2-1. So Green, Madsen, and Oxborough here in the bottom of the first inning. The next pitch to Green bounces up there from Eli Blackhawk. And it's 3 balls and a strike. So Blackhawk, the sophomore, gets the start here in game 2, and the 3-1 pitch to Green bounces up there, ball 4, and Preston has the leadoff man aboard here in the first inning. As
Tate Green's first man to reach the bases
works
for the
a
Indians.
walk.
Now coming to the plate is Austin Madsen.
Something that Preston really didn't do much in the first game. In fact, only twice in the 7 innings that they have the leadoff man aboard. In the first and then again in the 7th. So here's Madsen. Ashton had a couple of hits in the first game. Hits the ball first pitch in the air to left as Cook is there. He'll handle it and get it back in a hurry.
Madsen flies out to
and
left.
on the first pitch, Madsen
out.
flies out to left field. So there's 1 out. Now here's Chase Oxborough. Ox with 1 hit in the first game. He was 1 for 4.
Chase Oxenborough the better.
But he did have an RBI, his 18th of the year, that leads the club as the first pitch misses high, ball 1. So with the hit he had in the first game, Chase starts here in the nightcap having hit in 3 straight. And the next pitch misses outside and low again, squirts away from Schill, but not far enough for anybody to advance. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. It's definitely one of those hot chocolate kind of afternoons here at the ballpark. A lot of people walking around with the cups of warm drinks as the pitch to Oxborough swung on and missed, and it's 2-1. Wind blows from the left field corner out toward right center field again, like it did early on in the first game. As they step off, there goes the runner as the throw goes into center field. It'll be a throwing error. It's going to get Green all the way to third base.
Tate Green reaches second on the steal and then to third on the air.
So stolen base for Green. E1 lets him go to third on the bad throw to second base. And Preston now with a runner at third. 1 out. 2-1 pitch to Ox. Big breaking pitch, stays up high. And Blackhawk falls behind, 3 balls and a strike. To the first, both 2 men that he faced. He was 3-1 on Green as well. As Green fakes a run down third. And it forced Green to back off, Blackhawk to back off. In fact, he was going to go out of the windup. Now he comes home out of the stretch. And it's ball 4 as the ball gets away from Schill, but again, not far away, far enough away for anybody to advance. So pair of walks here in the first inning, put runners at the corners, and now here's Justin Inglet to come up. Inglet, who had a pair of hits in the first game, both for extra bases. He had a triple and scored a run, and then doubled home a run in the 7th inning. So here's here's Justin Inglet with a chance to pick up a run here in the first inning. And the first pitch from Blackhawk is down low, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Devin Inglet waits on deck as Preston tries to get back on the winning side here this afternoon after dropping the first game of the doubleheader. That was their first loss at home this year as Inglet drives one toward the gap. Coming over as a center fielder. Oh, they collide.
England lays it between left and center.
Make sure everybody's okay. First of all, as Green comes home to score. And I think everybody's going to be okay. As Cook and the center fielder McCurdy got together. And here comes the skipper for the Century Diamondbacks out to make sure that his players are okay. And I can't say I blame him because I'm not sure if it was Cook's glove or the center fielder's glove, McCurdy, as they got together in the gap in left center field, and one of their players' gloves had to fly 30 or 40 feet back toward where the left fielder would have started as the two got together. It'll go as an RBI single for Justin Inglet to get the run across, and Preston has a 1-0 lead. As Green came in, Oxborough stopped at second base, as it looks like both players are okay. They go back to their spots. Boy, that was lucky. As two players headed right on a collision course at top speed, as the ball ends up falling in. And the Preston gets a run. They lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning of the second game of the doubleheader. So 2 on, still only 1 out. And now here is Devin Inglet. Devin had 2 hits in the first game as well and takes the first pitch down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Not only did he have a pair of hits, Devin also had 3 RBIs in the game. The 3 RBIs would give him 11 on the year. And a chance for more here in the first inning here. And this ball's driven again toward the gap in left center field. As they chase it again, this one's going to fall in. They have to chase it out near the 365 mark. Here comes Oxborough to score. As the ball gets away, rolls over by the Preston dugout, no further advancement, and it's an RBI double for Devin Inglet. As Ox comes home to score to make it 2-0, Justin goes as far as third and stays there. So it's an RBI double for Devin Inglet, his 4th RBI of the day, and Preston has runners at second and third, and still only 1 out here in the inning. And now here's Carson Chug, as Chug chips one foul off the first base side, and it's 0-1. Carson drew the collar in the first game. He was 0 for 3. Struck out, hit back to the box. Blackhawk ready, working out of the windup here, and comes home. The next pitch is a ground ball toward third. Anderson charges, makes the play, comes home, and the throw gets away from the catcher, which allows Inglet to score. It's 3-0.
Inglet scores on the drop ball from third.
Inglet may have knocked that ball loose, but Chug reaches on the RBI, fielder's choice.
An RBI single for
as
Carson.
Yeah, they want to get the umpires together and see if maybe it was on the transfer that the ball came loose. I don't believe it was. I just think that when he tried to tag Inglet, the ball came out of his glove. Yeah, he's safe, absolutely. As he still wants to question the umpires on the call. The problem was he reached out to tag Justin coming home, and when he tagged him, he didn't have a good enough control of the ball, and the ball came out of his glove. That's a simple call. So 3-0 Preston here in the bottom of the first inning, and the 7th batter to come to the plate is Trevin Hadley. Runners at the corners. There goes Chug. He'll steal second base. So Chug moves up. Now runners at second and third.
Trevin Hadley's the batter.
Hadley 1 for 3 in the first game. He singled in the first inning. There's the 1-0 pitch. That misses down low, and it's 2-0. Braden Hess would be next. He waits on deck. The 2-0 pitch. That's hit in the air to center, and that's hit well. Full turn. McCurdy going back and makes the catch going away. Tagging and scoring from third is England to make it 4-0. And Hess having to hustle back to second base is Chug. Wow, what a play by McCurdy.
Tags up and scores.
And the sac fly for Hadley to pick up the RBI is the second out of the inning. But what a play by McCurdy. He chased that all the way back out by the 390 mark to be able to go and get it. And get it he did. And here's Hess now with 2 outs and a man at second base, and the breaking pitch he's out in front of, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike on Hess. Now, next pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Chug was all the way to third base. He didn't figure McCurdy was going to catch it. He had to hustle back so he wouldn't get doubled off. The 0-2 pitch to Hess misses down around his shoe tops, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. But a very alert play by Chug to be able to get back to second base. Comes the 1-2 pitch to Hess. Breaking ball outside. Evens the count now with 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Preston posts 4 here in the first inning so far. Still have men out there on the bases. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Hess strikes out, inning over. Not before Preston scores 4 runs in the inning on a pair of hits, a couple of walks in the inning as well, and they leave 1 man on base. We're done with 1 here in game 2 of the doubleheader after an inning. It's Preston 4, Century nothing.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
KACH.
Move along to the second inning as the Indians post 4. They lead 4-0 as we go to the second. And that'll bring up Kalen McCurdy to lead it off. McCurdy will be followed by Gavin Flynn and then Gabe Gronlett here in the second inning. But boy, just still talking about that catch. McCurdy hits the first ball on the ground to the shortstop
6-3 Pert out.
as
Put out
Inglet
for
goes
McCurdy.
across in time for the out. McCurdy's out 6-3. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And now here is Gavin Flynn.
Gavin Flynn now the batter.
First pitch to Flynn, hit foul back into the screen, and it's 0-1. As we're all ready again. He'll work out of the stretch even though there's nobody on base, just like McCurdy did in the first game. And the breaking pitch misses down low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Flynn, who doesn't get a whole lot of chance to play. In fact, he's not even listed on their stats. This is probably his first game he has played in the field. It's a ground ball to short as they go across in time for the out.
For Flynn.
And there's 2 outs, and now to bring up Gabe Gromlett.
Gabe Grimlett,
Grimlett,
the batter.
0 for 4 in the first game, struck out twice, reached on a fielder's choice. As the first pitch home to him, misses down low, ball 1, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. As next pitch on the corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. As much as you talk about that catch that McCurdy made, but you got a feel for Hadley. He hit the ball a ton in this wind and had nothing to show for it other than a scoring fly ball. As the 1-1 pitch is up and in, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the second. Rolls 2-1 is looped toward right center field. That's going to get in. There's Thorson to play it on a hop as he'll get it back in. That's the second hit in the game here for Century in the nightcap of the doubleheader, and the first hit of the game for Grimlett. And 2 outs and a runner at first base, and now here is Ben Cook. Cook, who pitched the last inning for Century in the first game of the doubleheader, was 0 for 2 in the first game. Popped up a couple of times, walked, and was hit by a pitch. And takes the first pitch over for a strike. And it's 0-1. Gromlett over at first. As the next pitch, great pitch from Grohl on the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Seth ready again, comes home. Grohl's hit the next pitch, is hit on 1 hop out to the shortstop. They'll go the short way, they'll get the force out, and the inning is over as the 6-4 force play at second base. And Century turned aside here in the second inning as well. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. We're through an inning and a half. We'll go to the bottom of the second, 4-0 Preston.
KACA.
You're the yard work hero. Aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any
KACH.
Emery Thorson will lead it off for Preston as we go here to the bottom of the second inning. Thorson, the number 9 hitter, after Preston sent 8 men to the plate in the first and scored 4 times. So Thorson, then back to the top of the order, Green and Madsen due up here for the Preston Indians. Today's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East here in Preston. So here's Thorson, and the first pitch here from Blackhawk is swung on and missed. Emery did not get an at-bat in the first game, even though he came in and played a couple innings in right field, made a couple of nice running catches in the first game, saved a couple of runs, as a matter of fact, as the next pitch is down low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Blackhawk ready again. Here's the 1-1. Big overhand jug, and it falls outside. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Thorson, appearing in just his 8th game, takes a pitch outside again. And it's now 3-1. Did have a 2-game hitting streak earlier on. Had that snapped in a game against Logan as the 3-1 pitch bounces up there. And the leadoff man aboard as Thorson walks.
Thorson reaches on a walk.
And now back to the top of the order and Tate Green. And hold on. As Blackhawk walks the leadoff man, here comes the head coach. Dwayne Rawlings back out to the mound. I'm not sure he's going to go any further here with Blackhawk or not, as Blackhawk comes about 3 steps off the mound to meet the coach and handed him the ball. Yeah, he's going to have a pitching change here, I believe. As trying to figure out exactly where everyone's going to go now defensively here for Century. As one Blackhawk will give the ball to another. As we'll have a pitching change, we'll take a timeout, we'll come back, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up right after this.
KACH.
From sunup to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any
KACH.
Still trying to see where everyone's going to fall in here as Deacon Blackhawk comes in to pitch. So we're going to need a new shortstop, but all the players for the infield for these Diamondbacks still standing around the mound. And not sure who's going to play shortstop unless Flynn comes across from his second base spot and Deacon Blackhawk will go back to his regular position, and that's exactly what will happen. So Gavin Flynn will move from second to short. Eli Blackhawk will take over at second base, and the new pitcher is Deacon Blackhawk to come in and replace his younger brother. So 1 out. Check that, 1 on, nobody out is what I should say. Now back to the top of the order for the Indians, and here's Tate Green, who walked and scored the first of the 4 runs in the first inning for Preston. As the first pitch is down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Got to keep an eye on Thorson over at first base with good speed. He's liable to go at any time, especially with a 4-run lead here. Short lead at first for Emery, not going, and the pitch is up and in, ball 2 balls and no strikes. However, with a new pitcher, not with a lot of time to warm up, you might just want to have Thorson stay there and see what Green can do. You don't want to run yourself out of another potential big inning. As the ball gets away, there goes Thorson for second base, and he'll make it anyway.
Thorson with a stolen base.
Thorson moves up, and that pitch in the dirt that got away from Schill. It'll be a wild pitch to allow Thorson to advance, who go to second base. Still nobody out. And here comes the 3-1 pitch on the way to Green. He shows bunt, taking all the way, and takes a pitch outside, ball 4.
Green reaches on a walk.
So back-to-back walks here in the inning. First walk given up by Deacon Blackhawk, and now here is
Ashton
Madsen. Third walk overall of the game, as Eli walked a pair while he was in there and struck out 1. So runners at first and second, nobody out. First pitch, a breaking ball that misses well outside. Ball 1, 1 ball with no strikes. Madsen flew out to left field his first time up here in the nightcap. Had a couple of hits in the first game here this afternoon. Next pitch is a ground ball towards second. Could be 2. They'll go to second. There's 1. Flynn's return throw is a double play. No, called him safe.
Sentry gets the first runner to second.
So Madsen reaches on the fielder's choice. Thorson comes over to third. Runners at the corners, 1 out in the inning. As the throw back to first base was late, they get Green off the bases, and now here is Chase Oxborough with runners at the corners and 1 out. Ox walked and scored in the first inning here in the nightcap. And the first pitch is a little roller foul at home plate, and it's 0-1. What's up next for the Preston Indians? Well, on Friday, they will go to Shelley for a doubleheader that'll make up for that rain out here last week, as that ball bounced up and must have hit Schill as he goes back over to the dugout, leaving mask and glove as he makes his way back over to the dugout for whatever reason. As he comes back and picks up his gear like lost clothing on his way back. So 0-1 the count. So that Friday, the doubleheader at Shelley we'll have for you here. Starts at 3:30 here on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. Time called, as now Schill and Blackhawk need to get together so they know exactly what pitches they want to call. After that, next Tuesday, a week from yesterday, the Indians will be at Bear Lake because they'll have another doubleheader against the Bears. They've already beaten Bear Lake in a doubleheader earlier this year, and they'll face them again coming up next week. As they bluff to third, look to first, nothing happening. Of course, that in some of the minor leagues, I think it's in single A minor league baseball when they get started, that move will not be allowed. That'll now be an illegal move, as that pitch is in the dirt, and it allows Madsen able to move up.
Base for Madsen.
Madsen running on the pitch will move up on the stolen base. Runners at second and third. And a 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 ball, 1 strike count here on Oxborough, I should say. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Took a big rip and hit it foul into the catcher's glove, and it's 2-2. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ox. Blackhawk ready, back up on top of the hill. Comes home to Ox. Big breaking ball, misses outside, and it's now 2-2. And then to wrap up the schedule for next week for Preston, next Saturday, but 8-9 days from now, they'll be in Twin Falls to play a Saturday doubleheader. Early start as the game starts at noon as the pitch in the dirt gets away. Here comes the runner to the plate to score, and it's 5-0 as Thorson comes in.
Thorson scores on the pass ball.
So the pass ball allows Emery to get in. The pitch was a ball, and we're going to run the count full now against Oxborough. As it's 3 balls and 2 strikes, and moving up to third was Madsen. So as always, we have Preston baseball and softball for you here on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. Still with lots to come between now and the first week of May when the season ends. Breaking ball misses again. That's the third walk of the inning.
Walks.
As Preston has not had to swing the bat, and they already have a couple of men in the home in the inning. And now here's Justin Inglet, who singled home a run, his first time up. So 3 walks and a fielder's choice in the inning. Just 1 out. Preston leading 5-0 and looking for more. Madsen down the line from third. Oxborough over at first. And Blackhawk sets and comes home. The first pitch is down and away. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So Inglet, 3 hits, a couple of RBIs on the day. And ahead in the count 1-0, and here comes the 1-0 pitch hit in the air again to center field, hit pretty well. McCurdy now's got to drift back, still going back. He's there to make the catch. Tagging and coming in is Madsen, as it'll be a scoring fly ball for Inglet to get the run in. And that's the second out of the inning. So 2 outs. Ox stays over at first with the play right in front of him, and now here is Devin Inglet. Inglet doubled, scored or drove in a run, scored a run back in that first inning when Preston plated 4 runs in the inning. As the first pitch to Inglet, it foul up on top of the press box, and it's 0-1. Be interesting to see when they determine that it'll be too dark to play. As next pitch to Inglet, hit in the air again to short left center field. McCurdy having to come up. He's there, makes the catch, and the inning is over.
For out number 3.
Preston settles for 2 runs in the inning. As we're done with 2, we'll go to the third. It's now Preston 6, Century nothing.
KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
There are lots of reasons why Sanders Furniture has been in business for 88 years. One reason is the quality brand appliances and furnishings you can get when you shop at Sanders Furniture, like Amana, Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. You'll also find comfortable recliners and seating, tables, beds and mattresses, home decor, and accents. If you like to shop where you're appreciated without a bunch of pressure from the salesman, then make sure you stop by Sanders Furniture today. We appreciate every customer. 148 South Main Street, Soda.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
We go to the third inning. Had to wait for Devin Inglet to get the gear put on after he flew out to end the inning. So as we go here to the third inning, Preston leading 6-0. And Seth Grohl will continue on here as he's allowed just a couple of hits over his first 2 innings of work. And here in the top of the third, Austin Eberb will lead off, and then back to the top of the order, and Jeff Anderson and Tyler Schill do up for the Diamondbacks. Today's game brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, offering more options for your insurance coverage needs. 85 South State Street in Preston is where you can find them. Stop on in, get a competitive quote today, or you can call them at 852-2500. And the first pitch, breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Eberb. Austin, who had 1 hit in the first game, walked, reached on an error, so he's 1 for 4. And the next pitch misses down low, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 offering, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Let's get you caught up on some other scores going on around baseball as the Pirates lead the Padres 2-1. That game at the end of 6 innings in Pittsburgh. As the 1-2 pitch hit foul, stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Other games in progress. Tigers all over the Astros in Houston this afternoon. They lead 6-0 as they play in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. So Eberb strikes out. 1 out here in the third.
Eberb strikes out for out number 1.
We go back to the top of the order, and Jeff Anderson coming up. First strikeout for Grohl. Here's Anderson, hit back to the pitcher his first time up. He's 0 for 1. First pitch to Anderson, breaking ball, misses, ball 1. Top of the 7th inning in New York, the Mets leading the Phillies 2-1. Juan Segura with a home run in that game for Philadelphia. The 1-0. Hit foul back to the screen, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Rangers scored a run early in Tampa. They're still making it stand up. It's 1-0 Rangers as they play in the top of the 7th inning. Lowe with a home run for Texas, the only run of the game. The 1-1. Misses high, 2 balls and a strike. The Marlins leading the Braves 5-3 as they play in the 6th inning in Atlanta. The 2-1 pitch hit on the ground off the glove of Hadley. It'll go out into left field. That was hit hard. Hadley had to try to go to his left to try to cover as much ground as he could, but he couldn't quite get there. So it's a base hit for Anderson. And with 1 out, there's a man at first base, and that'll bring up the catcher Tyler Schill, who singled in the first inning, stole second, but then was left standing at second base when the next two men both flew out to right field.
Tyler Schill, the batter.
So here's Schill. And the first pitch here to Tyler is a little breaking pitch that's up, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. They're underway in Chicago as the White Sox all over the Indians here early on as they play in the bottom of the third as the 1-0 pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. The White Sox have scored 6 runs in the first inning and 2 innings and a third and they lead the Indians 6-0. Hit into center, playable for Hess. Brandon's there, makes the catch.
Braden Hess brings that in for out number 2.
So 2 outs. And the second baseman, Eli Blackhawk, will be up there, who flew out to right field his first time up. Yolander Mercedes with a home run early on in that game for the White Sox.
Eli Blackhawk, the batter.
So here's Blackhawk. Eli with 1 hit, reached on a walk and also reached on an error in the first game. Also struck out a couple of times and takes the first pitch over for a strike. Game still to come tonight. Colorado Rockies are in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. That's May against Gray. As pitches rolled foul outside of third, and it's 1-2. Mariners and the Orioles were supposed to play in Baltimore. They were rained out a couple of days ago. They played a doubleheader yesterday, and guess what? They're rained out again tonight. So that game postponed. And there's a number of games that are already in the books as finals tonight. Ground ball again, foul outside of third. Backhanded there by Hess in foul territory, and it stays at 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to count on Blackhawk. Fans bundled up. Again, looking more like they go into a Chicago Bears football game out here this afternoon. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Easy play there as Madsen watches it, throws it across in time for the out.
6-3
and a 6-3 put out to end the inning of Blackhawk. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Preston still leads Century 6-0.
KACA.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH.
Six 0 Preston as we go along to the bottom of the third inning. Deacon Blackhawk stays in the game on the mound here for Century as the Indians were able to chase the starting pitcher Eli Blackhawk.
Carson Chug will lead off the Indians.
Early on, after an inning and an inning plus, as here is Carson Chug to lead off as we go to the third. As the first pitch to Chug, fastball is high, ball 1-0. Chug reached on a fielder's choice but picked up an RBI his first time up. Blackhawk rocks and comes home as that pitch is sliced to right field. Coming over as the right fielder, that's Eber, who has to play it on a hop, then kicks it around a little bit.
Single out to right.
But Carson will stay at first base as he singles to right field. His first hit of the game, in fact, first hit of the day, as he drew the caller in the first game, going 0 for 3. So, leadoff man aboard for the Indians, as they've had in each of the three innings here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. And now here is Trevin Hadley. First pitch to Hadley, ground ball to third. It goes off the third baseman Anderson's glove, and everyone's going to be safe. Boy, that's a one-hopper hit hard right to Hadley, just off to his left. He stuck his glove out and deflected off of his glove and out into left field. A craftsman never blames his tools, but after the ball got by him, he looked down at his glove and just kind of looked at it and shook it like, how could you betray me? As here's Braden Hess, and the first pitch, a fastball for a strike. Hess struck out his first time up, had a couple of hits. He was 2 for 3 in the first game, and chases a pitch in the dirt, and now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So a number of finals already in the books today. Giants beat the Reds 3-0. That's Cueto over McGee in that game. Blackhawk ready. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball. Nice pitch over for a strike. Actually, it was an 0-2 pitch as Hess took the called third strike on the inside corner. So Hess strikes out for the second time here in the nightcap. That's the first out here in the third inning, and now here is Emery Thorson. Thorson worked all his way around and scored last inning.
Emery Thorson now the batter.
First. Blackhawk ready. Checks the runner back behind him, comes home to Thorson and the pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes on Emery Thorson. Runners at first and second for the Indians. There's 1 out here in the third. They lead 6-0. Next pitch to Emery, swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Check that, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike on Emery Thorson. Other finals today, Red Sox beat the Twins 7-1. Rodriguez over Verdugo. As Boston wins it. They're now 9-3 on the year. Count goes to 3 balls and a strike. And the next pitch to Thorson is up and in, ball 4. Emery walks for the second time today. And that'll load the bases. And we'll go back to the top of the order now and Tate Green. Green has walked twice and scored 1 time in the first inning. So the bases are loaded for one of the best hitters on the Indians roster here, as Blackhawk will go back to working out of the windup here. And the first pitch home to Green. Breaking pitch misses over his head, ball 1. Blue Jays beat the Yankees 5-4. Dolls over Green. Judge with a pair of home runs for the Yankees today. Bo Bichette hit 2 home runs today for the Blue Jays in that game as well. As the next pitch again misses inside, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is driven to center. McCurdy's got to go back. He turns, has a play, makes the catch. Tagging and coming in from third base is Chug, and it's 7-0 as Green has the scoring fly ball. That's the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, here's Ashton Madsen and runners at first and second. So Hadley's at second, Thorson over at first. Here's Madsen. Flew out and hit into a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2. And the first pitch inside is, check that, there wasn't a pitch, was there? As the bluff back to second base. Blackhawk now comes home, and the pitch to Hadley misses inside, ball 1. Other finals, Nationals shut out the Cardinals 6-0. Ross over Wainwright. Ryan Zimmerman with a home run for the Nats today. The Brewers shut out the Cubs 7-0. Burns over Arrieta. And Tim Shaw with a home run in that game for the Brewers, as the pitch swung on and fouled into the glove of the catcher, Schill, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1. That's popped up, short center, going out, And quickly coming in is McCurdy, who has it and holds on to it. Almost tries to slip away from him, but he's able to hang on to it. And that's the third out of the inning. Preston gets a run on a pair of hits, a walk, and a scoring fly ball. As we're done with 3, we'll move along to the 4th. It's Preston 7, Century nothing.
KACA.
No winner on Wednesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We'll put another $5 of the boss's money into the jackpot, and Thursday morning the jackpot will be worth $170. Your next chance to win comes up during the 7 o'clock hour on Thursday. Be listening. I'll call out those 4-digit lucky numbers, and you can have a chance to call in. $170 up for grabs Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour on Preston's Home for fun, information, and music. FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KAC.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
Deacon Blackhawk leads off the innings for the Diamondbacks, and the first 2 pitches from Grohl miss inside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Blackhawk flew out to right his first time up here in the second game of the doubleheader, takes that pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. Deacon with a couple of hits in the first game. Was 2 for 4, plus he was hit by a pitch. He was on base 3 times. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that is up high. Runs the count to 3 balls and a strike against Blackhawk. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It's inside, ball 4. Blackhawk will walk, and for the first time here in the second game of the doubleheader, Century has the leadoff man aboard in an inning. So it's a walk, and that is the first walk given up by Seth Grohl here in his start through 3 innings plus. So here's Kalen McCurdy, grounded out. He's 0 for 1. And takes the first pitch. That is over on the outside corner at the knees. Good pitch by Grohl, and it's 1 ball, no balls and 1 strike. Infield, a double play depth here for the Indians. That pitch driven to center. That's hit pretty well. Hess has got a turn on the run, going back and makes the catch short of the track as they got a double play at first base. They get the ball back in, which they do. Century was sure that ball was not going to be caught. And going all the way on the run to third base was Blackhawk. McCurdy didn't think the ball was caught either as he hustled all the way into second base. But a fine running catch in center field by Hess, and he turns it into a double play. So Blackhawk is out 8-6-3, trying to go and say trying to go back, but he had no intentions of going back as he was standing at third base when the out was made, back over at first. So there's 2 outs, and here's Gavin Flynn, who grounded out his first time up and slices this ball foul off the first base side, and it's 0-1. You know, it doesn't matter it could be a high school game, a little league game, a minor league game, or a big league game. If a foul ball is hit, people are going to go chase it. Even that ball. The things they'll do for a $5 baseball. Yeah, as the home plate umpire looking back over here, trying to figure out where all the balls have gone. That ball rolled over right by the fence over by the softball field. They're not having trouble trying to locate it as the pitch to Flynn missed outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. As they can't find it. It rolled right up against the fence as again that pitch hit foul. We'll get that one back in play, as I believe that's Dave chasing that one down. So it's 2-2 here on Flynn. And the next pitch home. Ground ball towards second. Backing up to get a hop and letting the ball play him was Madsen, and it goes right between his wickets. And it'll be Flynn reaching first base.
Flynn reaches first.
So error on the second baseman. So Madsen draws the error. And next first pitch here, that's hammered into right field. That'll be a base hit as Thorson hustles to get that ball back in. And down by 7 runs, Century will go station to station.
Single by
So Grimlett singles on the first
Flynn.
pitch that he sees.
Grimmett. Now the
As
batter.
Flynn stopped at second base. Grimlett safe at first, and now here is Ben Cook. So runners at first and second. Flynn reaches on the air, moves up to second base on Grimlett's single to right. Here's Cook, who hit into a fielder's choice his first time up here in the nightcap of the doubleheader after going 0 for 2 with a couple of walks in the first game. So here's Cook with 2 outs. Roll ready, and the first pitch hit foul back into the screen. So Grohl will try to get the third out and get out of the inning without allowing a run here to Century and keep his team up by 7 and the shutout intact with the sun going down and getting a little darker by the minute. And a little roller up along third, that'll go foul, and it's 0-2. We've been playing just an hour plus a couple of minutes as we made it to the 4th inning. First game of the doubleheader went 2.5 hours today. Although it started out pretty quick and then came to a complete halt as that ball goes right past Hadley into left field. As they'll get it back in quickly.
Another single for the Diamondbacks.
And the Diamondbacks will have the bases loaded and 2 outs. So Cook bounced one right past Hadley's glove.
This will bring up
Flynn goes to third. Groel goes to second, and Cook over at first. And now here's Austin Eberb. Actually, will not be Eberb. This will be Blake Phelan, who will hit for Eberb. And the first pitch to Phelan, hit in the air to center. There's Hess to make the catch, and the inning is over. So the pinch hitter Phelan flies out to center on the first pitch that he sees. No runs in the inning, couple of hits, so an error, and they leave the bases loaded. We're done with 3.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still Preston 7, Century nothing.
KACA.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH. KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The job stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH. KACH.
Bottom of the fourth inning as Chase Oxborough leads it off. First ball swinging, hits the ball on the ground to the second baseman, Blackhawk, who straightens and throws out Ox. One pitch, one out.
Put out to Oxenborough.
As it'll bring up Justin Inglett. Inglett, single homer run, had a scoring fly ball his last time up. Has 2 RBIs in this game. Had an RBI in the first game as well, so he's driven in 3 overall on the afternoon. 7-0 Preston here with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth inning of the second game of the doubleheader. And here's Inglett. Look out. A big overhand curveball thrown by Blackhawk goes sailing over his head, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch home. The breaking ball again. This one falls over the inside half, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. When we started this afternoon, it was 39 degrees. As that ball chipped to center, coming up McCurdy, but he has to play it on a hop. So Inglett singles to center. That's his second hit
for a single
of the game, and his 4th of the day as he singles to center. And with 1 out,
Devin Inglett now the batter.
that'll bring up Devin Inglett for the Preston Indians. It's actually gotten a little warmer since we started. It's gone up by a degree. It's 40 degrees here in Preston right now. As the pitch to Devin Inglett is a breaking ball that missed. Justin over at first. Next pitch to Inglett. Breaking ball misses. And it's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes on Devin Inglett with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Outfield straight away. Devin, who had an RBI double and scored a run in his first at-bat here in this game, swings and hits it foul at home plate. Devin with 3 hits overall on the day. Drove in 3 runs in the first game. Well, hold on. Here comes the coach. Back out. Wants to say something to Blackhawk. Now turns and heads back toward the dugout. Never did get all the way to the foul line before he stopped and head back toward the dugout. Next pitch home to Devin is hit in the air, short right. It's Blackhawk going out to try to field it, and he dropped it, and they'll get the force out at second base. So Inglet, fielder's choice, excuse me, fielder's choice.
Put out second.
4-6 force play for the second out. And now here's Carson Chug. Chug singled, had a fielder hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning that forced over a run. And there's 2 outs here in the inning. And the first pitch to Chug misses down low. There goes the runner for second base, and Inglet will steal second base.
Devin Inglet with the steal.
So Devin steals second. Several cars out there along the outfield fence and right field with their lights on. It's not going to help, guys. It's still going to be dark out here no matter what. That may work for surgery outside during the old MASH series, but it's not going to do much help here. Pitch to Chug, hit in the air to center. As McCurdy looks up into that dark sky, he's there, makes the catch, and the inning is over. So Chug flies out, no runs in the inning for the Indians. On 1 hit, they leave a man on base as we're done with 4. We'll head along to the 5th. Preston 7, Century nothing.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Health West is a nationally recognized community health center that provides patient-centered health care for everyone. From newborn to complicated care, Health West is always accepting new patients in Medicaid, Medicare, insured, and even if you don't have insurance. Available in 8 locations throughout Southeast Idaho. Call 208-852-3200 for an appointment in Preston. Health West, empowering our patients and communities by providing quality, affordable.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Still waiting for both members of the Preston battery to head back out onto the field as Seth Grohl finally comes out. Devin Inglet was left stranded out on the bases when the third out was made, so it took him a moment to get the gear put on. So Grohl will stay in the game on the mound, pitching a 7-0 shutout as we go to the 5th inning. And throws a couple of warm-up tosses, and we're ready to go. As for the Diamondbacks, they'll start from the top of the order here in inning number 5, as it'll be Jeff Anderson, Tyler Schill, and then Eli Blackhawk due up. Anderson 1 for 2. Singled and grounded out. Here in the second game of the doubleheader, Seth Reddy comes home and the first pitch is hooked down the line. That's going to get in fair, and it's going to roll all the way out to the 340 mark. Anderson will go to second. He'll be in there standing with a leadoff double.
Anderson laces this one out to left for a double.
So he hooked one right down the line. Rolled all the way to the fence out near the 340 mark, and by the time Green could get it back in, he was standing at second base. So here's the catcher, Tyler Schill, who's also 1 for 2. He singled in the first inning, was left standing at second base, and then flew out to center his last time up and takes that pitch up around the chin. Ball 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch, bunted at home plate, foul. Hey, if you've overdone it on the sports field, we have the answer for you. It's Fellows Chiropractic. They can take care of any adjustments or massages you might need. Fellows Chiropractic, 8 South State Street in Preston. Call 852-2240. Fellows Chiropractic, a proud sponsor of Indian Athletics. Ground ball to third. Go across the long way, get the out there. Then they come back quickly, but Anderson too quick, able to get across and slide into third base. So Schill grounds out 5-3. That's the first out here in the inning. And now here is Eli Blackhawk, who's 0 for 2 in the second game today. Flew out and grounded out. Up there with a chance to drive in a run, break the shutout with 1 out here in the fifth. And the first pitch to Eli. Look out, up and in, and hits him. So Blackhawk hit by the pitch. That'll put runners at the corners.
Hit by the pitch.
Still only 1 out. And now here's Devin Blackhawk.
Deacon Blackhawk.
Or Deacon Blackhawk, I should say. He's walked. The only time he's reached base here in the second game of the doubleheader, as he also flew out to right field his first time up here this afternoon. So runners at the corners and 1 out. And Blackhawk, first ball swinging, hits it foul off the first base side. Ball ends up out in the middle of the infield of the softball field, right next door. Here's the 0-1. Misses high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Don't forget, Preston back out on the field again on Friday. Doubleheader at Shelley against the Russets. We'll have it for you here. 3:15 pregame show, 3:30 first pitch. The 1-1 is over for a strike, and it's 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes on Deacon Blackhawk. And the next pitch, look out, kind of spins him around. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seven runs on 5 hits for the Indians. No runs, 5 hits for the Diamondbacks here in the second game of the doubleheader. Again, the pitch hit foul, and it stays at 2-2. You can't say that Century has not had chances here in the second game. They've had base runners in every inning. What Grohl has not done is compound the problem by giving up free bases. As that ball hit back to him, he's able to knock it down. The run will come in as he gets the out at first base. As coming in to score is Anderson to make it 7-1.
Anderson scores on the...
So Blackhawk grounds back to the pitcher.
By Century.
That's the second out of the inning. And they get their first run here of the nightcap, after Anderson led off the inning with the double. So there's 2 outs, runners at second base. And here's McCurdy, hits the ball in the air toward right field. It's short as going out, and Madsen not able to make the catch. They get the ball back in as coming in to score was Ethan Blackhawk for the second run of the inning. Or I should say Eli Blackhawk, not Ethan.
McCurdy gets on with an infield.
So the little
Texas Leaguer hit.
Little short hit, second hit of the inning, second run home of the inning. And it's 7-2. And now here comes Kenny England out to the mound to come out to talk to Seth Grohl here for a moment. I know they talked to him in between innings to see how he was feeling, see if he wanted to continue. He talked him into it, and I'm not sure, is Kenny going to leave him in? Looks like he is. He turns and heads back toward the dugout. So with 2 outs and Gavin Flynn due up, as Kenny probably came out and told him, look, go ahead and pitch to him, but this is going to be your last hitter no matter what. You either get him out and get out of the inning, or we're going to come and get you if he gets aboard. So Flynn's grounded out, reached on an error, and the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Two runs home in the inning for Century, but Preston still leads at 7-2. Next pitch swung on and missed. Top of the 5th inning. I think the umpires just want to get through this inning, I think. As the next pitch home, little roller to the right side. Madsen charges, and it goes up his arm. Everybody's safe again. Madsen charged hard, and then the ball rolled right up his glove and up his arm.
8-4.
So the second time that Flynn reaches on an error against the Preston second baseman, and the inning continues. So here is Gabe Gremlett with runners at first and second. Boy, Grohl should be sitting in the dugout, but instead he's got a pitch to Gremlett with 2 on and 2 out. And the first pitch misses down and away, ball 1. Gremlett 2 for 2 here in the nightcap after going hitless in the first game earlier today. As that pitch on the corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. 2 runs on 2 hits, an error in the inning. 2 men still out there on the base paths as well. As the 1-1 pitch is high, and it's 2-1. Gets much darker. They're going to have to start playing with Miners helmets. Here's the 2-1. Popped up. Right side. Thorson coming in. He can't get it. It falls in front of him. It's going to get 1 run in as it makes it 7-3. As stumbling going around second base was McCurdy. I take that back, was Flynn, rather. And now here comes Inglet, and that's going to be it for Grohl. So the little flare single by Gramlet, gets in the run, his 3rd hit. 3 runs home here in the inning, and a pitching change coming up here as Kenny Inglet's going to go out and get his pitcher. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll tell you about who the new pitcher is going to be for the Indians when we come back right after this.
KACA.
We are proud of what milk can do. It nourishes friendships and partnerships. It nourishes bodies and businesses. It nourishes nonprofits and schools. It nourishes families and faraway lands. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any Limbic Arc logo.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The job stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH.
Braden Hess comes in to pitch here for Preston with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. 3 runs in for Century. It's 7-3, and they still have a couple of men on base. Ben Cook will be the first scheduled hitter that Hess will face. And the first pitch misses outside, and it'll go the backstop, and both runners will move up 90 feet. So Flynn goes to 3rd. Gramlett goes to 2nd. As dark as it is, with no lights here, as dark as it is, if I come into pitch right now, I'm just throwing fastballs, nothing but, because you can't see them. As the pitch is up high, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. I'm just throwing a good, here it is, you try to hit it. Here's the 2-0, missed outside, ball 3. I mean, it's dark enough that what was that old line from Major League? It sounded good. As it pitches high, ball 4.
A walk will load the bases.
And the 9th man to hit here in the inning is Blake Phelan, who flew out to center to end last inning. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs, and Hess comes home in the first pitch on the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, there's no reason to throw anything off speed. You don't want to speed up their bats by showing them a pitch longer that they can see. As that pitch is hit somewhere, going out is the second baseman. Madsen makes the catch, and they leave the bases loaded. 3 runs in the inning for Century. They leave the bases full, and I'm going to say, are they calling it? It's certainly dark enough to it. Century's starting to run out on the field. Tell you what, let's take a timeout. We'll figure out what's going on when we come back. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, Preston still leads by a score of 7-3.
KACA.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern
KACH.
Well, they're still talking about what they want to do as Coach Rawlings comes over to talk to Coach Inglett here before we start the 5th inning. And it's a legal game. Having gone 4.5, you could certainly call the game, and it looks like as the 2 managers shake hands, it looks like that will be it. So they'll split the doubleheader, I do believe. Yeah, Century's coming off the field. So Preston will win it by the final score of 7-3. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. The post-game show's coming up next.
Both teams each win 1.
Today's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new and used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. ChemDry of Northern Utah. If you're in Cache or Box Elder County, they can clean and protect your home or business for greater peace of mind. Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all of the parts you'll need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by S&T Electric. When you're doing remodeling, addition, or building a new home, they are there for all of your electrical needs. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
It's a beautiful day for the ladies, so throw all your dishes away. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today. At the ball game, a wonderful ball game today. Wow!
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
No winner on Wednesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We'll put another $5 of the boss's money into the jackpot, and Thursday morning the jackpot will be worth $170. Your next chance to win comes up during the 7 o'clock hour on Thursday. Be listening. I'll call out those 4-digit lucky numbers, and you can have a chance to call in. $170 up for grabs Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour on Preston's Home for fun, information, and music. FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KAC.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for the Preston Indian postgame show. Coming up, we'll review the just completed game, name our player of the game, take a look at the scoreboard, and what's on tap for the Indians. It's all up next on the Preston Indian postgame show.
Welcome back here at the postgame show as the Preston Indians earn a split in the doubleheader here as they win the second game here this afternoon. Final score 7-3. 7 runs on 5 hits for the Indians. They left 5 men on base. Century 3 runs on 8 hits, and they left 9 on base as they left the bases loaded in both the 4th and the 5th innings. So don't say that Century didn't have their opportunities. They just came up short in losing 7-3 as they earn a split in the doubleheader due to the Preston Indians. The winning pitcher will go to Seth Grohl as he goes through the innings and finally able to get out of the way and let Braden Hess close it out for him. The loss will go to Eli Blackhawk, the starting pitcher this afternoon in the second game of the doubleheader for the Century Diamondbacks. So Preston earns a split. They go back to a game over 500. They are 7-5, as Century now is 4-12 overall on the year. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back to give you our player of the game, and we'll tell you what's on tap for the Indians when we come back right after this.
KACA.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
KACH.
Well, the Preston Indians are earning the split here this afternoon as they'll get ready to head out on the road. We'll tell you where they're going coming up right in just a moment. Our player of the game for both games of the doubleheader for the Indians will go with Justin Inglet. Justin, who had 4 hits total on the day. He was 2 for 4 with 2 extra base hits in the opener, a triple and a double. Was 2 for 2 with an RBI, 2 for 3, I should say, with an RBI here in the nightcap. 2 RBIs overall, as he had 4 hits and 3 runs batted in overall on the game. Next up for the Indians, a doubleheader at Shelley against the Russets coming up on Friday. We'll have it for you starting with the pregame show at 3:15 and the first pitch coming up at 3:30. That'll wrap up our broadcast here for this afternoon. The executive producer of KCH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio engineer this afternoon has been John Beverly. I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us as the Indians earn a split in the doubleheader as they lose the first game and then come back and win the nightcap by the final score of 7-3. From Tony Hansen Field, good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.